Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming to this wonderful presentation. I do want to say that John has worked very hard in speech therapy. And to encourage John, always help him. Just say louder, John. Or you can also support the cause for Parkinson's by donating on the Parkinson's website. Okay? That will all help support John. So, John, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. I just heard my wife. I'm Jay. And Michael. From Denver, Colorado.
Colleen? Colleen?
His wife, Colleen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Say wife Colleen.
Right there.
His wife, Colleen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And who do we have over here?
Gary Henderson. David Henderson.
Chris. Chris Henderson. Chris.
Chris?
Say Chris.
There's Chris. Hello, Chris.
Say Beth.
And Beth.
And Beth.
The whole clan is here.
How do you know that these people are going to be here?
Surprise! And who are you?
John Henderson.
What are you going to talk about today?
The bagpipe.
Woohoo! Okay, and we forgot one important person over here.
Okay.
Who's that?
Danny.
Yeah.
And how do you know Dan?
I'm the senior master of pipe band for 47 years.
47 years this gentleman played. That's wonderful. Now, you're not that old, are you?
What?
You're not that old, are you?
No.
You're not that old, are you?
He doesn't look a day over 82, you know?
So, John, you have played all over the country, right?
All right.
Name some places that you have played.
Oh, San Diego, San Francisco, New York City.
Did you play in Florida?
Yeah, Sarasota.
Okay.
And the one really sticks out of Scotland. And that was holding the parade or
You talking about Scotland?
Scotland to have a parade. 99 people. 99 Scottish people.
Oh, wow.
That 99, everybody was Scottish. So I was looking for a parade of 99 people. All Scottish. Well, I made it to about 89. And so instead of dancing it, they let the clans in. And once they let the clans in, everybody came in.
Oh.
It was just, there was too much going on.
You had a great time.
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk about what you're wearing. Let's start with your shoes. They're not called shoes. What are they called?
Billy Bros.
And the socks, I thought you stole them from me underneath the Christmas tree. No?
Better check 'em.
Now your little purse here, what's that called?
Little fish, you got this stuff hanging there?
Yeah. What is this called?
Spawn.
What do you put in it?
Here.
During a parade, what would you keep in your sporn?
A little flask.
Beer money.
Did you keep your beer money in there?
That's I know.
Would you keep any extra reeds in there?
Once in a while, yes.
Okay.
They come in pretty handy, too.
Yeah. I like your skirt.
Uh-oh. The skirt
What's it called?
is not a skirt. The kilt.
Oh. It's a very heavy, heavy kilt.
Yes, there's one more heavier.
And you have your
On the stomach.
you have your belt, right?
That's the skin do.
A skin dew.
Like this.
It's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. I'll put it back in your sock. Okay. And then your picture, where did his picture go? Oh. What do you wear on your head? What do you wear typically on your head? Looks like an animal.
What's that called?
That's under. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of.
What do you call that hat?
Feathery.
Go on.
Oh, feathery?
No,
Feathery.
it's bonnet. It's a feather bonnet.
Oh, a feather bonnet.
Yeah.
That looks heavy.
Good job, man.
They're awfully hot.
How did you stay? You must have been so hot during the parades.
Hard to so what?
Hot.
Oh, yeah. Especially in the summer.
Huh. I'm gonna let your friend Dan sit next to you so you can talk about the pieces of a bagpipe.
Okay.
Okay?
Will you ask him why he has holes in his shoes?
Holes? Why do you have holes in your shoe? In your ghillie brogues?
I think Dan can answer that.
You have holes. I'm gonna poke you through the holes. Why do you have holes?
Oh, yeah.
The ancient shoe, the ghillie brogue, the Scottish people wore back 15, 16, 1700s, called ghillie brogues. And they had laces like similar to that with holes on the sides of the shoes as they slashed through the water around where they lived. As they hit dry ground, the water would sort of slosh out. Yeah.
Wow. Isn't that interesting?
Of course, we slashed through a lot of water marching in parades, I know that.
Yeah.
And when the kilts got wet, they had a tough time keeping them on.
All right,
But
John.
anyways,
Danny's gonna help you.
okay.
Oh,
Help. Chandler,
Maggie.
you think you can still blow it?
yeah.
It has a cane reed. And it has one octave, and it's loud. I'll just give it a puff to give you an idea. So when it's played with the bag, attached to the bag, the sound is a little mellower. It's not as screechy as that. Okay? And you adjust it. We have an electronic meter. Years ago, they used to do it by ear. The good pipers could hit the exact number on the scale as they twisted the reed up and down in the channel. That created a certain sound that meshed with the drones. If one is off, even a non-piper could tell. It's like a piano player hitting a wrong key, you know. You can hear the sound. I play it here, but I guess it would be a little loud. The bagpipe contains a bag, of course. This is where the air is kept in this bag. This is the blow stick. You blow through here, you inflate the bag, and the sound eventually comes up out of the 3 drones. You got a bass drones, 2 tenor drones. In each drone has a reed. Oops. We want that there. For years, for hundreds of years, they were made out of cane. And when they came out of tune, there's a little part of the reed which was shaved off. And to get the right tone, you would have to pluck a hair out, insert it in this little thing here, and would change the tone of the drone. That matches up with the center tenor drone. It's inserted delicately into the pipe. Oops. And the bass drone is a little different animal. It's twice as long as the others, and it has a very soft basal tone. And when they're all in unison with the chanter, you've all probably heard bagpipes in the past, and that's the sound. And I've known John since when I first started playing pipes back in the 60s, I think it was. No, it had to be after that. Yeah, probably 68 or something. And he could tune a set of pipes just by coming over to you. As soon as you blew the pipes up, John could, his head would snap. He knew there was something wrong. He could walk right over to you and take, whether it's a center drone or the outer drone or the bass, and give it a couple twists, and came right in. The guy was a magician with these things. Of course, 40 years of experience there with his dad. All you guys knew his father? Yeah. He was a piper too in the band for years. And I think he was a pipe major and a pipe sergeant, as was John. And we just had a good time. We marched in Fergus, Ontario, I don't know how many times. Mary Jane, and we had a blast. And he tried to explain to you with the parade we had in New York City, 1,000 pipers. There were pipers from all over the United States. And there were over 10,000 pipers and drummers. And we marched down the Avenue of the Americas. And we all were playing the same 3 tunes. Now in New York City, on that particular avenue, there's thousands of people coming out of the buildings. You didn't have to advertise we were there. They could hear it. And every time we was marching by the people, they were yelling, "Don't you know any other tunes?" You know? And it was just a repetition of these 3 same stupid tunes. He had a blast.
Dan, I couldn't remember, what material is the bag made of?
The bag is made out of hide. This is a synthetic material. It's manufactured. The hide bags, you'd have to treat them with a certain gluey substance to make sure that the seams were all sealed. Now, if you didn't take care of the bag as well as you should, all of a sudden the bag would become deflated to a certain point where you're exerting so much air into the bag, you're killing yourself trying to play these things. So you would take this material they give you. It comes in a little can, about a pint, and you'd put it on your stove. And the inside of your house would smell like the innards of a dead cow. Marie would walk in and she'd say, "What the hell are you doing?" So I'd go down cellar and pour this stuff in the bag, you know, and squeeze it all up, and it would be draining all over the place. And then after a while, I would let it drain for a couple hours. It would drip out into the tub. And I'd put it in, the leaks would stop. It was amazing. And I don't know what more else to tell you. This is I'm trying to think of the name of this kilt. Stuart, the Royal Stuart kilt. The band members wear the Royal Stuart kilt, and the drummers wear the black watch, which is sort of dark color. The drummers also wore red tunics, while the drummers wore the green tunics, so it was just the reverse of the things. And we all wear feather bonnets, as was in the picture, and we all wear their Glengarries with a little patch on the side. And we had ball, up and down the street, playing at weddings and parties and having a couple of toddies. You know, we played for all of the ladies golf at LPGA every year. We would march up and play for the winner, you know. That was a lot of fun.
Hey, Bip, what's your favorite song?
Sound the Parade.
Can you hum just a little bit for me? We are going to listen to a little bit. You're not going to dance while you sing?
I wish I would have done that electronic channel.
No? You're not going to dance while you sing?
No dancing.
John, is there anything else you want to say about the bagpipe?
I'll tell you what happened during World War II. France had France had a group of prisoners. And the prisoners, for something to do, they started a pipe band. And the pipe band got so good that they won the world. When you're running a world is something.
Yeah. Yep. What were the bagpipers in World War II and World War I? What were they called by the enemy?
What were the World War I and World War II bagpipers called?
The ladies from hell. The ladies from hell.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They were scared. It's the enemy that scared them.
John, would you like to play part of your favorite song?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, get out of the way.
Oh, you're fine.
Thank you, Dan. Oh, thank you. This fingers will start.
You think have a beer, buddy?
Henderson and the Bagpipes. Good job. You gotta tell them to wait for the autographs.
Where did you want to know?
And what do we have to eat?
Come on.
Yeah, the Scottish shortbread cookies. How much you charging? What? A buck? A buck each.
You did good. You did good. Walker.
Okay.